Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Here's Howell. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr.
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Got a man, it's London.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
London moved the chain, something he did 48 times as a rookie last season. First receiver taken in 2022 draft, finished with almost 900 yards in the league's 2nd worst passing offense.
Ready, ready. Opposite, green. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Falcons in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. He's got this to Algier.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Give to Algier from the shotgun.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's not.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
It's easy to celebrate every good run by Robinson because stories don't get much better than his last year. Shot during an attempted robbery just 13 days before the regular season. He made it back by week 5 and played in 12 games for Washington. Even better, gained almost 800 yards leading the Commanders.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. He's got his man, London, right side.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When you look at this defense,
This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons.
Anthony Schwartz.
60 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough one for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Second down, Howell now. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second down throw for Howell. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And Howell will throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
Back deep, Tariq Cohen. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second, here's Algier.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ritter throwing on third down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 8. Ritter to throw it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's
22-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter.
He's going to leave this for it. The ball comes out,
and it's Washington that scoops it up.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Throwing here, Howell. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 66 yards. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. Sly on for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score. Commanders 14, Falcons 10. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Ritter going to change it up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Ritter.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Motion man is Schwartz. On first down, Ritter.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Up the middle, Nwangu. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Falcons 24, Commanders 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Al now to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's counter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Dotson in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Howell. Out left to Dotson.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Robinson again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Now Howell.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Now, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
1st down, and they'll start with Algier.
Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Third and 5.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Motion man is Schwartz. Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down. Here's Ritter. They'll set up the screen for the Longu.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Drill green. Ready?
Ritter with it after the play fake.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down.
This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Ritter now. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Ritter headed right off the option.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here we go.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Flush to his right.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
That's another Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Powering his way forward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Algier going straight ahead.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Tyler Algier. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, Washington.
Tanner Conner,
69 yards.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken in at the 22. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here's 1st and 10. Powell to throw. To sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll let one go deep for Howard. That is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Straight ahead, Gibson.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Howell.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here we go.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the